What's going on, people of YouTube? Just going to take a couple minutes here and wait to see if anybody's going to join in this brief little update session that I've got. It says that I have poor connection. I don't know why. I'm sitting right next to my router with outstanding internet. But anyway, I guess before I get started, I definitely need something to drink while I do this. So picked out one of my all-time favorite beers from one of my all-time favorite breweries, 6 Point Brewing out of New York. This one is their Puff. This one only comes around every now and then. It's a 9.8% triple IPA that's just heavy hitting, which is what I feel is appropriate for today's heavy hitting topics. Just an absolutely beautiful beer. Had one of these last night after I got home from running some errands and whatnot. Every time I have this one, I'm always pleased. What's going on, Flavio and Toronto Fire? Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining me while you can. This is such a damn good beer. All right. So I guess I just kind of wanted to do a quick update video in a sense. I figured live would be the easiest way to just go about talking about a few different things. If you follow me on Facebook, then you saw a post that I put out recently where I talked about giving up on YouTube. And, I don't think that... I'm going to, you're having a Carlsberg. Nice, man. Cheers. Carlsberg's definitely a pretty good beer. All around solid, easy drinking one. And cheers to you and anyone else who's watching and partaking in an adult beverage this evening. So yeah, again, if you saw my Facebook post about quitting YouTube, I'm not going to necessarily give up everything. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. I do have some other updates that I wanted to get to first. I do still have several hot sauces that were sent out to me, and I've got some more that are coming, and I have, made obligations that I'm going to put out videos, so I'm definitely going to be doing a couple more reviews as far as hot sauce goes. I've got one special beer that I've been saving for a little while now. It's a 3-year-old beer from Dogfish Head that's a worldwide stout. It's as those beers age, they just get better and better with time, just like their 120-minute IPA, so really looking forward to trying that one. I've got a friend at the local beer store who's never had an aged worldwide stout, so I'm going to try to maybe see if he wants to be in a video, maybe do that there at their beer shop. But I don't know. That we'll see. That's coming here in the near future anyway. And no, some beers have shelf lives, but when you're talking about a beer that's at 17, 18%, you're getting closer into wines and whatnot. And actually with those, they can bottle condition for a very, very long time because of the alcohol content, just like the 120-minute IPA. That one's a 17, 18% beer as well. And so over time, it's just the hops that are in it, the alcohol tones settle down a little bit, and they're just end up being really smooth and tasty. So I'm definitely not going to... run out of shelf life. This one, again, 3 years. She gave me 2 bottles. I already drank one just because I really wanted to see what it would taste like, and it was really good, but I want to do an actual video with a friend of mine. Again, I do have a lot of hot sauces, like Scotty O'Hottie just sent me out some more. Like I've got their, beer bacon chipotle scorpion one. I still have a couple from Pex Peppers, which, I haven't been rushing to try after the first one, even though I've heard a lot of good things about them. And what else do I got going on? I mean, things have been rough right now. I've been dealing with, being out of work is definitely not an easy thing to deal with. I definitely didn't mean to stop working as early as I did. I was hoping to stick it out there a little bit longer because I do have another job coming in the near future, but it's taking a really long time to get in. So I've been struggling for the last 6 weeks or so trying to get by. It's really hard, trying to eat, trying to do things right. Thankfully, I scrounged up a little extra cash the last little bit that I had and bought a couple good beers just so that I could put out this video here. It's just been really rough lately. And I've lost a lot of my motivation for doing a lot of these videos just because of the content, when I look and put them up. And I know that people don't have a lot of time. A lot of people don't watch. It's really frustrating when, you kind of look at subscribers, and I learn more and more now that subscribers on YouTube don't really matter. It doesn't matter how many you have. it's not an accurate representation of the people that actually watch your videos. A lot of times people just subscribe to you and they want you to sub back. Flavio says, I certainly miss YouTube, but I just don't have the time for it. Yeah, man, don't quit. Not yet. I know I appreciate it. And yeah, it sucks. It takes a whole lot of time. People don't realize, I mean, the time and energy put in, even when I was working my full-time job, 40 to 50 hours a week, I was still investing all of my free time to try to make videos, then edit those videos and then put them up and then respond to people and spend time watching other content creators' videos and liking them and trying to provide feedback on their content. It just takes up so much of your life, though I do enjoy watching YouTube videos so much better than television because at least it's actually people that you can interact with and talk with. And I appreciate the offer there, Flavio, for a donation. I can't accept donations from people, and maybe that's something that I'll consider doing for the page. Maybe eventually I'll put up like a Patreon account because so many YouTubers are doing that. It's like for 4 years I've had ad revenue. Well, not 4 years. 2.5 years I've had ad revenue because I said I wouldn't do YouTube videos unless, I wouldn't put ads on them unless I reached 1,000 subscribers. Then when I did, I decided to put ad revenue on. So it's been a year and a half of doing, or 2.5 years, sorry, of doing YouTube videos with ads on them. And I don't, I've made $81 in ad revenue over 2.5 years, and you don't get any of that money until you reach $100. So, each video gets like maybe 6 pennies to, just based on the number of views that I get. That's why I always urge people, though, when I do put out videos to like them, subscribe, comment, share, all of those things. What people do, Google's analytics, they look and see what's happening and they share your content with a wider audience. Just like on Facebook, the more people that like and comment, the posts I put about quitting YouTube got like almost 800 natural responses, likes, comments, all of that. And people, I guess, it's hard to understand, but Facebook wants you to pay even for people that like your page to see your videos. So, or to see the content that you post. So if I go to that page and I post something, most everyone who likes my page isn't going to see those posts because YouTube just doesn't do it. Facebook doesn't do it. They want you to pay even for the people that like your page to see your posts. So it's stupid. And I'm sorry if screen's freezing up, guys. It keeps going back and forth with poor connection. Hopefully the video doesn't suffer too much. I apologize. I don't know why it's poor connection. Literally have great internet right there. My friend Lance says don't give up, never quit, bro. You're awesome. I appreciate it, man. I'm really going through a time where I'm trying to rethink things. Flavio says I barely monetize anything because I did it for hobby reasons. I don't need the money. Yeah, and I don't really need the money either. It's just I did it because, I thought maybe it would be something that would bring in money. It's not a big deal as far as the money goes. It's the views that really get me. When you see you have 1,400 subscribers and, almost 700 people on your Facebook page, yet your videos get 30 to 50 views on average, that's like 3%, which any business would tell you that those are terrible statistics, terrible numbers to go on. It's not successful when you're at that. Even if you're at 10 to 20% on YouTube, I could be happy with, but less than 10% is pretty bad. Slosh, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining in for a few minutes. Anyway, let me take one more swig out of this because it's been just a rough week, and I'm glad to finally have some pretty good beers. Once again, enjoying some Puff from 6 Point Brewing. Delicious 9.8 hitter. Crazy Connor, what's going on, man? So yeah, I'm not giving up. I'm not going to completely quit YouTube. I'm sorry for the attention grabbing title there, quitting YouTube. It's what every YouTuber seems to do, just to really draw people in. It's one of those stupid clickbait kind of titles. But I am definitely cutting way back on all of the energy and the effort and the time that I put into doing this. I'm not going to be doing 4 videos a week anymore. Still frozen. I don't know why it keeps freezing up. I'm sorry if it's freezing up. I really don't know why the internet's sucking so bad right now. Hopefully it fixes itself. But again, I'm not going to entirely quit, but I am cutting out a whole lot of the energy, time, effort, all of that I'm putting into it. I gotta figure out what's going on, like why this thing keeps sucking so bad. Because I'm literally sitting right next to my router with great internet, but it wants to be a pain in the ass whenever I try to do anything. Maybe it is on your end. I don't know. I hope so. Hopefully it's not everybody seeing a lot of lagging and freeze. But yeah, I mean, doing videos is a whole lot of fun. But one thing that I'm realizing is reviews. Honestly, maybe it's just not my thing. Maybe I don't have it. Whatever it is that draws in people that want to watch those videos. And I've met a lot of awesome people from doing reviews. I mean, especially in the hot sauce community. I've had breweries just like 6 Point that have sent me out beers. I've had hot sauce companies that send me out hot sauces because they enjoy my reviews. They like the honesty that I put in them. But it's just not, to me, worth it to put so much time and energy to try to put out 4 videos a week and only get so many views. Because I spend hours literally trying to plan and film and to do a lot of this stuff, and it's just time that I got to focus on me a little bit more. I've got to get back to my life a little bit, enjoying my free time as best I can. So, let's see. Let me just look at a couple comments. Toronto Fire says Big Red quit too soon. Yeah, I mean, I agree, man. Big Red was awesome. He was definitely a hilarious guy, and I still talk to him a lot on Facebook. He's a great guy. Slash says I get 30 to 40 at the moment on average from 2.7 thousand subs. That's it. That long break I took is front damage. Yeah, I mean, it definitely has done damage. But I think it's maybe YouTube in general, and you can't, like I've said, I'm learning you can't go on subscribers. Subscribers don't mean anything. Those, if people are subscribed to your channel, they're seeing in their feed, just like you and I go and look at our feeds. They're seeing your video in their feed and they're just choosing not to click on it. Granted, I don't click on all of your gaming videos, for instance, because sometimes they're a little bit long for me. But I do try to watch a majority of them. And I've been slacking on liking and commenting on a lot of people's stuff. But I do at least watch them and give a view. And Crazy Cunner says, hey, Toronto Fire, it's probably our end since the weather. Yeah, sorry, guys, if you're in Canada and you're having shitty weather. We've had a lot of storms come through here today, so that could also be something going on, too. Slosh says, I feel your pain. Yeah, man. I mean, it's nice that other people can understand. And I know there's all the stuff going on with what they call the adpocalypse on YouTube, and that's not, to me, having any effect because my numbers haven't changed in a very long time. It's always been the same. I do look back and I see certain things that I'm going to be doing as far as making videos. I will be making more videos in the future. It's just not going to be reviews. I'm learning that, and a good friend of mine had called me the other night. We talked and she said, honestly, she said, I watch some of your videos and I don't get through usually a minute because I'm not really all that interested in beer or in certain things, but I try to watch them. It's just not all that interesting to me. And, I come to that realization that a lot of people don't want to, I mean, when you think of reviews, they're basically advertisements or, it's free advertising for the company that you're, taking a look at the product, or it's a testimonial of some sort. So, who really wants to sit there and watch 5 to 10 minute long infomercials or testimonials about products that people are trying? And I totally understand and I agree. And I appreciate that honesty that she gave me. And it's kind of given me some insight. There aren't a lot of my friends in particular. I've got almost 800 friends on my regular Facebook. Hardly any of them share comments. Hardly any of them, share the videos that I post. I've got like 2 or 3 people that will occasionally share my videos. But for the most part, they don't share them. They don't like them. They don't comment on them. They don't do anything. And I can understand why. If it's just something that doesn't interest them, why are they going to waste their time on it? So my problem is I have to actually start looking to things that are interesting to people. Obviously, how-to videos are amazing. My 2 best videos that have gotten the most views were when I did the lemon ginger blast juicer recipe. I showed you guys how to make an awesome juice, one of my favorite juices. That's, lemon and ginger really has a way of cutting out the earthy dirt taste of kale and spinach and stuff. So when you're trying to have something healthy like a really nice juice, those things are amazing. So those are awesome. The veal parmesan video, how to make veal parmesan, got, like 15, 18,000 views. Those alone have gotten great, responses. So those are the things that I'm going to try to get back to. Once I get this job, I'll have income to where I can start getting back to cooking again, do some cooking videos for a change. And, and that's something that I miss too, is cooking food and sharing that with people. So there definitely will be some recipe videos coming through. Let me just look here. I bet if I rubbed one out on YouTube, it'll go viral. It may. I mean, Toronto Fire, Flavio, that's how it is, man. I mean, you got to do some crazy, wacky shit to really get a lot of attention on YouTube these days, or just be an incredibly eccentric personality. I mean, people eating cactopus and, like our friend Ted smoking a Carolina Reaper. You do those crazy, ridiculous things, and you get a lot of attention, get popularity. Whether it's good attention or not, I don't know. But it's definitely popular. Flavia says, I'll do an educational video on butt plugs. Well, you could do that. That would be definitely interesting and educational. I don't know if it's something that I'm particularly interested in learning, but I know that the LGBT community would probably really be fascinated by your information on butt plugs and their different uses. Pain Drain says, well, hello, I didn't expect to see this in my sub box. I've seen guys post vids of rubbing it out when they had recently uploaded section years back. I've seen guys that do Pornhub, that have YouTubers, or a couple controversial YouTubers that did like a Pornhub thing, and it was somehow wildly popular as well. That's not the kind of attention I'm looking to get either. Nobody wants to see this fat boy doing anything involving nudity whatsoever, though I will probably still do a video making fun of that ridiculous YouTuber that I watched where she just wears these thongs and she's sitting there with her ass in the screen, and then up in the corner is some video that she's commenting on, and it's basically a booty vlog where she'll sit there and adjust her thong and she's talking. And so you'll probably see my hairy ass wearing some sort of thong while I do a commentary over some sort of video at some point, just to mock how ridiculous it is. And that girl with her Patreon account gets over $35,000 a month. And that was like several months ago when I looked, like 6-7 months ago, maybe even up to a year ago when I looked at her numbers. And I mean, that's fucking crazy to think that this ridiculous girl who has absolutely no boobs at all, she started out just doing anime videos and maybe some painting videos. And then she started just kind of doing these, softcore porn, like cosplay stuff. And I mean, she has people that buy her outfits. She'll wear them. She was doing jump ropes in her garage, wearing a bikini. And I mean, she's really not all that attractive, but she went complete opposite direction. She realized that just doing cosplay and anime stuff wasn't getting her revenue. But if she just showed her ass trying to twerk, which she can't, but she did twerking videos and then the booty commentary and all of that stuff. And for some reason, she's making $35,000 to $40,000 a month from people on Patreon that want to see it. A bunch of thirsty dudes, probably little kids who have their parents' credit card or something, that are going out and paying this girl for whatever. I don't even know. I guess she'll send you personalized pictures or something if you're one of her top tier Patreon people. I've really got to get into Patreon and maybe do something with that eventually once I start getting into the cooking stuff. Let me look back through some of the comments. Definitely don't wipe before you insert, Flavio. There's something for everyone. Maybe someone wants to fantasize over your stash. I mean, maybe. I do get a lot of comments on this. I know I'm kind of like scruffy right now. I just haven't felt like shaving the last few days. Just no point. Have you watched the video where that woman was making a sweater while shoving the threads in her vagina while on her period? No, and I don't want to watch that one. We'll skip. All right, finally arrived at work and not listening on my phone now. All right, thanks, Slosh. Appreciate it, man. Let's see, Pain Drain. She will be ugly, old, and broke soon enough. I mean, yeah, maybe. Who knows? But she still has a ton of people that seem to be, following along. I mean, it seems like that's why I always say when women talk about how hard they have it. And I mean, even a girl who's rather unattractive like that with no breasts and no booty can manage to get almost $40,000 on fucking YouTube just showing her butt and thongs and wearing cosplay. Yeah, you have it really hard. Let me tell you, sweetheart, really, really hard. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep at this because I do have a lot of you guys, those that are here watching now, the people who have left me comments on Facebook, I appreciate it. You guys who are always here supporting me, following along what I do, I thank you so much. It does make it worth putting out the videos I do. And I've always said, even if just one or two people are liking, commenting, it makes it worth me putting out videos. It's just not worth me putting out 4 or 5 videos a week to get, the views that I get. It's not worth my time and energy, to be honest. So I got to focus on more important things. I'm going to be doing occasional vlogs again. I really do love the vlogs. It's fun. Maybe not an everyday vlog because that just seems ridiculous. I don't do everything. I don't do fun stuff every day, and I don't really want to watch people, that do vlogs that are just sitting in their house every day not doing anything. There's nothing entertaining about that. So, I might do some fun update vlogs from time to time going around. Like I know tomorrow, if the weather permits, because I know it's crappy today, I was going to do it today. I'm going to take my bike out on the Hawthorne Trail again and try to ride. Most of the college students are away. So it'll be nice to get out and just kind of ride my bike around, set up the GoPro, go check out some cool spots out in the woods, because this is a really nice spot. To all of those who are watching still and enjoying, thanks for all your comments. I will be checking out some more here in just a minute. Let me take another swig. Who knows, maybe if I do any more beer reviews, maybe I'll steal some of the ideas from the Metal Madman and just cut videos down to like 2-minute time, since that seems to be the attention span. When you look at Google Analytics, you can see how long people watch your videos and all that. And so maybe with the beer reviews, it just needs to be quick, super to the point, chug down the beer, say goodbye, instead of a whole lot of opinions and all that stuff. Here's another really good one. This one's one that just came in my area. A friend turned me on to this one the other day. It's from Michigan. This is Perrin Brewing Company, and this is their 98 Problems IPA. It's a nice 6.5% beer. Definitely pretty awesome. Let me look back at some of the comments here. Man, I really appreciate it, guys. That's awesome. CB Fall says, your vlogs are amazing to watch. Really appreciate it. Thanks. I love this t-shirt too. My little Spider-Man one. And Flavia says he's actually enjoying them too. I'm glad. I appreciate it, man. I love the daily vlogs. So hard to keep up with though. Daily vlogs are awesome. It just seems like I feel like it gets boring, when I have nothing to do and I'm just sitting there. Unless people really, want to hear about what what I'm thinking. Most of my time spent just playing Grand Theft Auto right now, being out of work. And that's like literally all day I'm sitting on Steam playing Grand Theft Auto for like fucking 10 hours a day. That's all I'm doing. Pain Drain says you don't need to put a bunch of time into editing. Just do stuff that is easy to throw up. Yeah, it's just I just don't want to do it every single day anymore, or 4 times a week anymore. I'm just gonna spend some time concentrating on stuff that I like to do, and I guess get away from all of these reviews. Like no more doing two. I was trying to do it on a schedule where I had every Thursday would be a beer review, and usually Sunday or Monday I'd try to do a hot sauce review, and Tuesdays were Tall Can Tuesday, and then maybe some other day I'd have a food review like Saturday or Sunday, one of those days, and it's just it's too much to try to keep up with, and it's just not worth it. Crazy Cunner says if people would pay me $30,000 to $40,000 a month, I'd twerk on cam every damn day. Hell, I'd do it for $10,000. Yeah, no shit. So would I. Obviously that's why she does it. She's hell, I can't blame her. People are paying her money. Like, fuck. If people are gonna pay me not much money to do it, you're damn right. I would twerk my ass too. Yeah, man, Slosh, we could definitely try to do a review over Skype. That would be pretty cool. It'd be neat to, both of us have the same beer and talk about it. And I'd love to do any kind of collab with you. You're one of the longest people I've been subscribed to. I follow all of your stuff, and I really appreciate you commenting on my videos and being a friend. You're a good guy for sure. Pain Drain 147 over the 15 views I got the last 2 days. Yes, I'm sorry, Pain Drain. It's crazy how it works. Slashworks. I'd listen to people talk about GTA all day long. Yeah, and maybe I'll do like I said, I've thought about doing some mild gaming stuff. I just wanted to have some friends to play. It sucks because all the people that I'm friends with, like Zion Mainframe Gaming, we really haven't been doing a lot of gaming lately at all. We used to at least once a month get together and play some games, but I know I know Matt's been dealing with a lot of stuff from reckless eating, and so he's been real busy, and a lot of the guys just haven't had time to get together. And then everyone else I'm friends with on Steam don't really seem to be playing, the same games that I'm playing anymore, and I'm just stuck on Grand Theft Auto. That's all I've been playing, though. Right now, it's been sucking ass because you have a bunch of modders that pretty much ruin it. Unless a modder's throwing money in my wallet, it's kind of pointless. Like every time I try to do a mission, you end up floating in the ocean all of a sudden, dying over and over again. And, people just have to ruin a game. The whole point of playing the damn game is to play, enjoy the experience of it all. And Rockstar, I had gotten into an argument with somebody about modding, and he said, "Oh, it's a great thing. Everybody, I think Rockstar intended for modding to happen." Well, I don't think Rockstar intended for people to be getting free money that they didn't earn by grinding it out in missions or by paying them to buy one of their shark cards or one of their in-game currency using real cash. I don't think that they intended for that to happen, and any company would consider that basically stealing, and they're not happy with it. Hopefully they said they've got some hot fixes coming soon, but it just ruins the overall experience for everyone who paid for the game and that want to enjoy the game as it is. If you want to do some modding stuff, then go into a private lobby and do that yourself and have fun. Do whatever the fuck you want. Change the server all you want when you're in a private server with a bunch of other people, but a bunch of your friends. Don't go out into a public lobby and screw it up for everyone who's just trying to have fun and play the game as it was intended. I've been really pissed off about that the last few days. It's like I got to constantly change sessions to try to find a lobby that doesn't have some damn modder in it. Slosh says the time difference to us down here in Australia just sucks. Yeah, we are definitely about 12-hour difference, so I would have to be in the morning. Like I said, I don't have a job right now, so for the last couple weeks, I've been up at I've still been up at 6 a.m. playing here, so I don't see why I couldn't go to bed or just stay up all night and join you in a session if you wanted to play sometime, whenever you get online when it's nighttime over there, Slosh. Pain Drain, there is modding, then there is cheating. It isn't hard to understand, dumbasses. Yeah, don't even give that argument time of day. Yeah, and I definitely did, and I started talking with the guy for a few minutes, and I just ended it. I'm like, all right, yeah, you guys just don't seem to understand the concept of like modding would be, to me, that would be fun and something that they would accept is if you turn your character into the Incredible Hulk or you turn him into Wolverine and, you're walking around the town, just mild things that don't affect the actual gameplay for everyone else into the server. But anyway, I'm running off on a tangent on GTA. I do still have some stuff that I want to do. Like I got those burning sweets that came in the mail that I want on Instagram, and that's fucking awesome. I mean, they sent me their whole entire lineup from the mild jalapeno all the way up to their Reaper, which is really awesome. And yeah, making new levels is modding. You see people with 4,000, like level 8,000, 4,000, 8,000. It's ridiculous. People cheat way too damn much. Yeah, the burning sweets are awesome. I'm just trying to find a time when I've got some friends that want to actually get together. I don't really have a whole lot of friends that I hang out with anymore. And the few that I do don't, they're not really into spicy stuff. So it's kind of hard to find anybody. If I do find some people that want to do some, fun, try some really hot, spicy candy, then, maybe I'll do a video with those. Until then, I'll just be looking at them. I'm not going to do reviews on them. Like I said, I'm pretty much done with the reviews. Other than a few of the hot sauces that I've got left, and then one special beer that a friend gave me. And then beyond that, I'm really not going to do a whole lot of those. If I do, it's just going to be like a really quick chug. Yeah, well, whenever you warp to Florida, Pain Drain, we'll definitely do the video. Oh, man, it's just been really bad, and I've been in a bad place, like a lot of negativity. And I'm trying my best to not be like that, because I strive to be a happy person. That's what people want. People want you to be happy. And it's like, I want to be happy. I wish that things were better right now, but it's like I'm constantly in a struggle to find some happiness and to be in a place where I feel good. And if I can just get this job, which I'm working on, I mean, I'm not going to say, because I don't want to give a lot of information out about where I'm going to be working, because that's usually bad with YouTube stuff. You don't want to put too much information out there, but this job would really be life-changing. I mean, I'm talking going from what I've been making my whole life to double, almost triple the amount of what I've been making, plus having full health benefits, having retirement plan, having all of this shit that I've never had. And I'm 36 years old, or just about 36. I turned 36 in August. So, you know, this is going to be huge for me. Getting this job, it's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be so worth it for the money and the benefits and everything I get, the peace of mind that I'm going to finally have for once. It's just getting there. And I'm not going to go into why I haven't gotten it yet, but it's been a long process, and it's probably going to be another week, possibly 2 weeks before I'm able to start, if everything goes as planned. And so fingers crossed, man. Like I say, this is going to be big. I need a lot of luck. I'm not going to ask people to pray, because I don't really like all the praying shit. But, you know, I am asking if you throw some luck my way. I really appreciate it, because I definitely need it right now. This would be life-changing. And then to be able to do food reviews and stuff again would be absolutely great. Anyway, let me take another swig here before I move on. Yeah, another great hoppy beer. Crazy Connor said, I gotta go. Things will get better, man. If I lived closer, I'd definitely be down for hanging out. Yeah, I wish, man. I would definitely love to get a beer with you. You're an awesome dude. I enjoy your videos. I've really enjoyed the soda reviews you've done with your daughter. She's a really cute kid, and I can tell you guys are a really happy family, and that's awesome. Definitely wish you guys the best. And thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it, man. James Thompson says, I missed the part about where you're working. Where? LOL. Well, basically, I'm not working anywhere right now. I was working at a pawn shop. The pawn shop was terrible on a lot of different levels, moral levels, all kinds of stuff. Don't work in pawn shops. Whatever you do, or don't do business with pawn shops is all I can say. I mean, it's a very dirty business that sort of, I don't know, man. I mean, it serves a purpose for people who are in desperate need, who really need to get some cash on the quick. But pawn shops are terrible. I worked with some of the laziest, most judgmental people I've ever worked with in my life. Every day they're looking at mug shots, trying to see if they recognize any customers, and laughing hysterically when they do. Everybody there, I mean, it's a family-run business, but everybody ran their mouths about people behind their backs, never said anything to their faces. The owner of the company is a big coward who doesn't like confrontation at all, so he never talks to anybody. I mean, you know, I had I'll talk more in detail about that soon once I get my job and I've completely, you know, moved away from them, because I do have a lot of things to say about how horrible those people were. And my manager in particular was just a fat, lazy piece of shit who never really worked ever hard in his whole time that I ever worked with him. But where I'm going to is going to be an amazing job, and I can't tell you where, because I don't want to put it out on the internet. I know you live near me, James, so if sometime ever you want to get together, and I know we've talked about it before, maybe film some video or something, or just have a drink and talk, I'd be up for that. But I'm not going to put out where I work online on YouTube. I don't want where I'm going to be working. I don't want people to troll me, because there are a lot of trolls, and you just never know. People will like to make it their mission to go and go to your work and talk so much shit to you. So you brought beer at the bar podcast. Great dude right there, Mike. I always enjoy doing our. If you guys don't know, At the Bar podcast is he's a fellow beer guy, a beer aficionado who is much more versed than I am in the world of craft beer, and he and Preston, myself, and another gentleman who is setting up a new brewery called Mosquito Brewing, I believe is the name. Hopefully I'm not saying that wrong, but we have every now and then, every month or every other month, we'll try to do a podcast style live video together, and it's been a lot of fun getting together with those guys and chatting. They're all local Florida people who enjoy beer, so definitely go and check out At the Bar podcast. Enjoy his content. He does a lot of really stuff, and again, very informative. If you're a fan of craft beer in general, he knows way more than I do, and it's just always a privilege to get together and hang out with those guys. James says probably worthy of a separate video. Heck yeah, man. So yeah, we'll definitely get together sometime too, James, and do a video. And yeah, I will go into greater detail about the pawn shop I was working at before and the horrible, shitty workers that worked there. But I want to. I'm dealing with so much negativity right now that I don't want to focus too much on that. Like, I'm beating myself up incredibly right now with being out of work and struggling to get by. And, like yesterday was one of those moments where it was terrible, or not yesterday, 2 days ago. It's like all I really needed was somebody to be there for me. And then, even my own family kind of had I know they were trying to be helpful in some ways, but sometimes your family or your parents in particular are not helpful when they intend to be. And so they said some really, kind of rude shit that just kind of, it set me off. Maybe I took it the wrong way, but it wasn't what I was looking for. And so anyway, I'm not going to be quitting YouTube. I'm going to cut this video. I didn't realize I've been talking for now almost 40 minutes. I do appreciate all of you who've taken the time to watch, who are commenting. I appreciate it. I do love doing these live videos. And I'm not going to be quitting YouTube entirely. I'm just not going to be putting the time and effort that I've been investing in it because I want to focus on myself. I want to have more fun. I want to, in my free time, I'm going to be drinking, beers. Instead of every time I get a new beer, I got to film it, instead of every time I try a new sandwich, I got to make a video that nobody's going to watch. I want to just chill out, play some video games. The vlogs will be something that I'll be doing more of. Reviews I'm stepping away from. The the Tall Can Tuesdays I'm going to try to keep because those honestly get a lot of response. You guys do take the time to comment. I really appreciate it. If you have any suggestions for future videos, don't leave them now in the chat because these chats disappear after I put out the video. But if you do have any topic suggestions or questions for a future Tall Can Tuesday, leave them in the comments after this video is done being live, and I'll be sure to talk about them in next week's video because I don't have paper in front of me. I can't write down suggestions right now. CB Fall says, cheers, Brian. Stay positive, awesome friend. I'm going to try. CB Fall is one of those people that has, followed every single video that I've put out and liked and shared and commented on. And he's been a really good friend. I don't like calling people fans. He's been a good friend for supporting the content that I put out. And I thank you so much, CB Fall. You're an awesome dude. And on that note, let me just take a swig out of this before I come to a conclusion and end this video. But cheers to you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching. So, I guess I'm going to end this one. I'm going to go play some, Bill Riccio says YouTubers are gay anyway. Well, that's not true. I'm sure there are some members of the LGBTQAA plus I exclamation point Z that probably are YouTubers. A lot of those people I don't really care about. They make a lot of ridiculous, stupid videos, but the majority of YouTubers are actually just normal people, people like me, regular guys, regular chicks, whatever, that are just putting out content, trying to find people with similar interests. So there's always got to be some trolls out there, though, that don't like your shit and that want to, that have nothing of any interest or any value to add to any discussion. But anyway, on that note, we're going to go ahead and end this video. Again, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has joined me and followed. I'm not going to... making a living on YouTube. Yeah, definitely. I can agree with you there. Definitely, Bill. Making a living on YouTube is pretty stupid. In no way do I ever expect or want to make a living. I'm a hardworking guy. That's all. I'm really depressed not working. It's like being out of work for the last few weeks really makes me feel like what it must be like to, in some ways, be retired, except without all the benefits of the money that you might have that you've earned over time through, for retirement. You're sitting around with nothing to fucking do, and it sucks. But I work hard. I work 40 hours a week to 50 to sometimes 60-hour-a-week jobs. And I'm okay with that. I love that. I prefer working a full-time job. This is just fun. It's definitely a fun hobby, and it's not worth it to me even as a hobby when you don't get a whole lot of views and in your videos that you try to put out. I mean, the whole point for me, like people say, well, you should make videos for you. That's what I do. I do make videos for me, but I make them for me in the sense of entertaining. I want to entertain people, and I get joy out of entertaining people. When someone watches a video and they say how much, oh, I love this video, you did a great job, whatever, it makes me happy. And so I'm greedy in the sense that when I make my videos for me, I'm making them in the hopes that I entertain somebody, that I can get some happiness out of entertaining someone. And so, if I'm not really getting a whole lot of response, then there's just no point in investing so much time and energy in the videos. And I've said that a bunch already in this video. And so I'm going to go ahead and move on. I'm going to get back to playing Grand Theft Auto like I've been doing for the last damn 2 weeks, just nonstop playing GTA all the time. Slosh, man, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you, all of you. Flavio, Crazy Connor, the CB Fall, Pain Drain, At the Bar Podcast, James Thompson, who else we got? Everybody who left a comment in this video, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch. And so, yeah, and I'm definitely not... Pain Drain says, all right, man, good to know you aren't leaving totally. It's nice to have a real dude to talk to once in a while. It's why, until recently, I only mainly watch smaller tubers interaction happens. Yeah, man, and I appreciate all your support, Pain Drain. You've been an awesome friend as well. You're always commenting and leaving me very well thought out, thoughtful comments on videos, especially my Talking on Tuesday videos, and I really appreciate that. It lets me know you're really watching those videos and you're taking the time to really think about what I've said and comment on it. And it's an interaction. I get to comment back to you and we get to have a little discussion about things. So that's awesome. Bill says you should revamp your channel into a prank channel. Man, there are just so many prank channels and people take pranks sometimes way too far. Like they go into, I'm not that funny. I'm not a funny guy. I definitely am not going to be doing pranks. Look at like Daddy05, what happened with that dickhead. I mean, that guy was using his fucking children to make money on YouTube, to make a living on YouTube, while he was basically abusing his children on a daily basis. I mean, and fuck those assholes that did that. Those poor children really deserve so much better. And I'm glad he shut down his channel and privatized all his videos. Though I think that was just to try to hide evidence of, the abuse that he put on those kids. And thankfully other YouTubers had downloaded his entire stock of videos and, they're still searching through and finding little bits and pieces of abuse they put those kids through. Because fuck Daddy05 and that horrible wife of his, who's actually the stepmother to some of those children. I mean, that was just a terrible thing. It's just a prank, bro. Like, it's ridiculous, man. Those poor fucking kids. I mean, and you got Roman Atwood, who I do like. He's pretty awesome. I do like some of like the pranks they do in the ghetto where they've got the bike tied to a rope and stuff. But I'm not a good person. I'm not going to do pranks. I'm not good at it. I just enjoy the few really good pranksters that are out there and watch them. There are a lot of shitty ones, and I don't really watch any of that stuff. But anyway, again, I'm going to run this video short. It's been 45 minutes. Again, thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to slam this beer. This one's for all of you for taking the time to join me tonight and watching this. I appreciate all your support. I am not quitting YouTube. Sorry again for the clickbait title of this video. It's what all the YouTubers seem to do to get people to watch. But I am going to be cutting again way back on all of my energy and videos. May only be one video a week, maybe two, who knows. It's just all whatever I feel like doing, and it's going to be content that I feel like putting out, not just, review stuff anymore. So anyway, thank you all for watching again. Love you all. Cheers. Tasty, tasty Michigan beer. Thanks for watching, everybody. Again, I love you all, and as always, stay toasty, my friends.